that okay?
Good afternoon. Chairman Mercer, members of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Bobby Brown, distinguished guests, University Cabinet, esteemed faculty, parents and family members, and last but not least, members of the great class of 2017. Welcome to our commencement ceremony. We have so much to celebrate today. Will you please stand for the singing of our national anthem by the Monmouth University Chamber Choir, after which the invocation will be delivered by the Reverend Dr. Leslie Devereaux, pastor of Trinity AME Church, Long Branch, New Jersey.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Let us pray. Gracious God, we gather here to thank you for this is the day that you have created, and we rejoice with the graduates of Monmouth University for successfully completing their academic requirements. Our greatest prayer for our graduates today is that they continue to be lifelong learners who recognize their need to constantly discover more about you, the source of all knowledge and truth. Help them to be diligent in their quest to know you. As they deliberate over life-changing decisions, may they seek and find your guidance. Go before them and make their pathway clear. Grant them favor with you and with others. Today is a Kairos moment of opportunity that has come and will pass in a moment. Today is a passage from one epoch to another. Today is a gift from you. Today is a graduation, a completion. Today we pray for all those who have met the challenge and kept the faith to the commitment of their studies. Now they have a new Kairos before them. We offer thanks for the success of their journey. Grant grace to see it and seize it. Bless the parents who have sacrificed for their children's success and allow them to spread their wings. We pray that you would bless President Dr. Demena for his dedicated service in giving the students the opportunity to receive highly personalized and quality education that builds the knowledge and confidence of tomorrow's leaders. Bless Vice President Dr. Moriarty for her commitment to academic excellence. Bless the deans, faculty, administration, and staff for the commitment to excellence, integrity in teaching, scholarship, and service. Bless the Board of Trustees for their governance throughout the years. We are aware that as we pray our graduates' future into your hands, you are placing the future of your world and your kingdom into their hands. Thank you for bringing all of us to this wonderful day. For all that has been, we offer thanks. For all that we will be, we say yes and amen.
Please be seated. Members of the class of 2017, you have done it. Your finals are over. You have defended your theses. Your names are officially inscribed in your diplomas. Take a deep breath and relax. You have proven your ability to face challenges, overcome obstacles, and succeed, and we are all very proud of you. Your path to the stage today has been marked by transformation and change. If you don't believe me, think back for a moment to the person that you were during your freshman year at Monmouth. Do you appreciate how much of that former version of yourself has matured in just such a few years? I hope so. And I hope you still recognize and love the person you once were as much as you realize how far you have journeyed in your time at Monmouth. You have experienced personal growth, and you have been at the center of an incredible transformation for our university. Indeed, we have grown together. In just 4 years, you have seen our men's lacrosse team go from its first year with 0 wins to winning the MAC championship last Sunday with the longest unbeaten streak in the country, and competing today in the NCAA tournament. And we are going to have a special graduation ceremony for them tomorrow afternoon. You have seen Pizzicky Hall rise from the bare bones of steel to an academic home so welcoming that you demanded it stay open longer as a comfortable place to study. You have seen the atrium of our science building spring to life, even if some of the rest of the building is still a work in progress. You have seen our stadium fall and rise again, and I know you will all come back for homecoming to see the finished product. You have seen the first member of our football team compete and win in the Super Bowl this year. You have seen our own teams make their mark on ESPN and in the media. You have witnessed the return of our men's and women's swim teams. And while I know it was officially over last year, will any of you forget the incredible spirit of the Monmouth bench mob? The members of the bench mob may be over it, but I'm not. Because I know that the infectious spirit of enthusiasm they brought to the campus will be part of Monmouth for many years to come. You have come to know our new deans at our schools of humanity and social science, at the School of Science, and at our honors school. And yes, you have even come to know a new president. I hear he's a great guy. And during your time as students, it probably seemed like Monmouth University was on every news channel every day during the election, thanks to our polling institute. Even if your friends weren't paying attention, I'm guessing some of the family members celebrating with us today took note of that, and we're proud. I hope so. Because I share your pride in Monmouth, and in all of the amazing things our graduates, who are now members of our extended family, have accomplished. We believe in you and know that even greater things are ahead for you and for Monmouth University. At the same time, it's probably also true that for some of you here, the change in food service vendors and renovations to the dining hall in McGill Commons was more important than many of the milestones I mentioned. I've been fortunate to see examples of your friendships, of your scholarship, of your caring, of your creativity and artistic excellence, and your indomitable spirit every day when I meet with students on campus. And so, as you graduate, I ask you carry with you the character and courage that has marked your class as a special one. And I ask that you carry the bonds of mutual respect and compassion that you have demonstrated during your years at Monmouth. You have protested when appropriate. You have sought dialogue when appropriate. And you have demonstrated a knack for knowing when it is appropriate to be inappropriate. And you have done it all while earning the respect of your professors and our wider community. You are the finest ambassadors to carry the spirit of Monmouth into a great world to accomplish great things. This is a wonderful gift to share and also an important responsibility. Will everyone please join me in saluting the members of the great class of 2017? We could not salute the achievements of the graduating class of 2017 without recognizing the teaching, care, and personal commitment of our esteemed faculty in the personal growth and professional guidance of our students. And so, on behalf of all of us gathered here today, faculty, please accept our thanks for all that you have done and all you continue to do for our graduates today and for the successful alumni who have come before. Your guidance has helped to shape the young men and women into the outstanding alumni they will become by the end of our ceremony. Will our esteemed faculty please rise, and will the audience please join me in honoring the outstanding scholars and educators who are so central to our mission and so connected to our students. Thank you. One privilege afforded by formal commencement exercises is the opportunity to acknowledge outstanding contributions of our faculty. Each year, one of our professors is selected for a special recognition as Distinguished Teacher of the Year. Please join me in congratulating Dr. James Konopak in the You know he's good when I can't even get past his name. Congratulating Dr. James Konopak in the Department of Health and Physical Education in the Marjorie K. Unterberg School of Nursing and Health Studies as the 2017 recipient of the Monmouth University Distinguished Teaching Award. Dr. Konopak, will you please stand once again? Please also join me in wishing farewell to our retiring faculty members. a personal favorite of mine, Dr. Brian Greenberg, the Jules Plangier Professor of American Social History. Dr. David Paul, Professor of Marketing and International Business. Dr. Don Swanson, Professor of Communication. Dr. David Payne, Associate Professor of Psychology. Dr. Ronald Reisner, Associate Professor of Criminal Justice. Dr. Linda Arnold, Assistant Professor of Curriculum and Instruction. And Rachel Gardner, Associate Librarian, Head of Collection Development. And I must thank all of you, the families, the parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, spouses, partners, and children who supported these scholars so unselfishly and so generously. Let's have a round of applause for them as well. It is now my privilege to present to you Henry Mercer, Chair of the Monmouth University Board of Trustees.
Thank you, President Domena. Members of the class of 2017, distinguished guests, platform party, family members, friends, faculty, staff, administrators, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony of tremendous significance. It's a special day not only for our graduates, but also for those of us who are closely involved with the university. My participation at graduation is the best part of being chair of the board. I get to witness firsthand the pure joy on the faces of all of you about to step up and receive your diplomas. And while we celebrate and focus on your achievements, it is also a time that we commemorate the mission of the university. For you, our graduates, are the reason we do what we do. Whether you arrived at Monmouth as an incoming freshman or a transfer student, you've grown and developed personally, and because of your presence and contributions, Monmouth has also progressed and changed. Some of our graduates have come to us from the military, having already lived through life-changing experiences. You too have found a place of opportunity at Monmouth as you prepare for a bright future. We cannot thank you enough for your service to the nation and applaud your dedication. You exemplify the spirit that truly makes America great. Since arriving here, all of our graduates have been part of the opening of Hess Hall, Pizicki Hall, the renovation of the Science Building, and many other projects that have enhanced the student experience. You saw the arrival of a new food service vendor. You shaped and were shaped by the increasing impact of social media. In addition to your academic endeavors, you've been part of the growing movement on college campuses related to social justice issues, and you have given back to the community in a major way through the community garden, the big event, and numerous other activities that benefited our neighbors. Thank you for your commitment to making our world a better place. You also competed successfully on the playing field as part of 21 Division I sports teams and engaged with 3,000 of your fellow students in Monmouth's intramurals. As President Domena mentioned earlier, 17 of our graduating seniors will not be with us this afternoon. As members of the lacrosse team, they have a big game later today. Just a fantastic achievement for a team that is only in its fourth year. So congratulations to Coach Fisher, his staff, and the entire team. We're thinking of them right now. We're also beyond proud of all our scholar athletes graduating today. Way to go, Hawks. All of you now become a link in the long unbroken chain of the more than 50,000 alumni who have gone before you. I'm also a link in this alumni chain, as are many of the trustees sitting behind me. Welcome to the club. We have been enriched by your presence, and we wish you success as you set out to realize your potential and utilize the talents you've developed at Monmouth. Please know that you will always be a part of the Monmouth family, and we encourage you to be an active participant. Remember, you are Hawks, and Monmouth Hawks always fly together. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
Thank you, Chairman Mercer. It is now my distinct pleasure to recognize the 2017 Outstanding Student with us here on stage who will assist with the hooding of our honorary degree recipients. This student, who I met in his freshman year and had the pleasure of hiring to work in my office, exemplifies what we hope for when we encourage them to become involved. In fact, it is safe to say he became involved big time. He has been a resident advisor and risen to the responsibilities of head resident assistant and interim hall director. He has been an orientation leader and peer learning assistant, helping guide his fellow Hawks through their journey at Monmouth while keeping them safe. He has served as an advocacy intern with the International Justice Project in Newark, New Jersey, and as an intern in the Office of the General Counsel at Monmouth. He is an Eagle Scout and has been a member and captain of the Mock Trial Organization. He has been recognized by the Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society and the Phi Eta Sigma Honor Society. He's also a member of the pep band, the jazz ensemble, and the jazz quintet. And he has been on the dean's list each year of his time at Monmouth and graduates today as a member of our honor school with a cumulative GPA of 3.99. The next line in my speech says, "Are you as impressed as I am?" And obviously you are. Please join me in congratulating Joshua Manning, the recipient of the 2017 Outstanding Student Award. He says I taught him everything he knows, but I don't think so. We are privileged to have with us today Karen Cusinelli, a member of the class of 1989, proud parent of a Monmouth University graduate, president of the Alumni Association, and a university trustee, who will present the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award.
Thank you, President Demena. On behalf of an alumni family almost 50,000 strong, with members in 50 states and 50 countries, I congratulate you upon your commencement. Each year, the Alumni Association presents the Academic Achievement Award to the baccalaureate degree candidate who has earned the highest grade point average during a 4-year academic career spent exclusively at Monmouth. This year's recipient is Jenna Ray Lally. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present a plaque and a cash award of $2,500 to the winner of the 2017 Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award, Jenna Ray Lally. Congratulations, Jenna.
I told Jenna earlier that her GPA was a bit higher than mine when I went to college. So someday, Jenna, you'll be up here as president, no doubt. Thank you, Ms. Cusinelli. Here now to bring greetings on behalf of his classmates is Matthew Sheehan, representing the graduating class of 2017 as class president.
Wow. Good afternoon, President DeMena, trustees, faculty, staff, proud family and friends, honored guests, and the beautiful class of 2017. Whew. Yep, you guys are pretty. I am honored to speak on behalf of our incredible class today. If you think about it, we have been a part of an amazing transformation over the last 4 years. As mentioned, we've witnessed the growth of the university through the construction of new facilities. We've seen the makeover of the Shadow logo. There were over 3,500 more applicants to Monmouth last year than when we applied in the 2013 year. And our winning athletic programs, that the impact on our school has been tremendous with the school spirit increase. I truly believe that the university is now at a better place than when we arrived and will only get better. This is the point in our life, though, that we need to work harder than ever. Whether you're continuing your education, starting your job, or continuing your job search, you cannot let anything stop you from reaching your dreams. I say reaching, not chasing your dreams, because I know we're all going to accomplish them one day. All it takes is having confidence in yourself and your goals, staying focused, and not being afraid to be different. Dr. Seuss said it best, you have to be odd to be number one. As we continue on to the next chapter in our lives, I challenge you to reflect on the hard work and dedication we put in during our time here. Monmouth focuses on the ideology of transformative learning, challenging each individual to explore life outside of their comfort zone. Those challenges helped us discover our passions and learn about the world outside of our campus. I hope during your time at Monmouth University, you have found what you truly love and are ready to make it your life's work. Monmouth has successfully prepared us for our lives as leaders, role models, and active participants in our communities. It is now our time to do the same for those around us. Although the diploma we are about to receive is just a piece of paper, it is one of the most powerful tools Monmouth could have given us. It is the catalyst for our future success and a symbol of the knowledge and experiences we have gained. Never lose focus of your goals, and never forget how great Monmouth was to us. I'd like to thank my family, my father, who's been my biggest fan for as long as I can remember, my older brother, my first role model, my older sister, my first best friend, and my mom for being, the most beautiful woman that I know. Whew. I wish everyone the best of luck in your future endeavors. Congratulations and thank you again, class of 2017. We made it. Whew.
Thank you, Matt. One of the privileges of institutions of higher education is the authority to recognize individuals who, by virtue of their achievements, position, or service, merit our public commendation. Monmouth University values this privilege and is exercising it today in tribute to a pioneer and leader in the beauty industry, Ms. Bobby Brown. She is the founder of Bobbi Brown Cosmetics, an author, an entrepreneur, and most importantly, an advocate for the care and wellness of self and others. Will Trustee Michelle Spicer Toto, a member of the class of 1994, now come forward with our honorary degree recipient?
President DeMena, I have the honor to present Bobbi Brown for the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa. Bobbi Brown, as a successful entrepreneur, prolific author, and philanthropic advocate dedicated to empowering women of all ages, you have been a positive influence and a force for good in this world. A pioneer in the cosmetics industry, you created products that were inclusive for all women, regardless of age or skin color. Your philosophy that there is beauty in confidence has helped your brand grow so that today your products are available in more than 60 countries. As a style icon who has written 9 books, several of which have been New York Times bestsellers, you are always willing to share your expertise with others. Your generosity of spirit extends beyond fashion and beauty. Your Pretty Powerful campaign for women and girls has provided financial support to partnering organizations that make education and learning accessible to women and girls across the globe. At the request of former First Lady Michelle Obama, you participated in the White House's Leadership and Mentoring Program for young women. You have also served in leadership roles with Dress for Success, the global nonprofit that provides professional attire to low-income women in support of their job searches. For your pioneering work and unwavering support of issues vital to women and girls around the world, we are proud to bestow upon you this Doctorate of Public Service, honoris causa.
Bobbi Brown, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees in the state of New Jersey, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto, and I request that you deliver the commencement address to the graduating class of 2017.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the step up, President. Hi, everybody. I know I only have a few minutes before I lose you, so let's get right down to business. First, thank you, Monmouth University, especially President DeMena, for the honor of speaking to you today. To the faculty and staff at Monmouth, thank you for all you do to educate the students. If I was queen, you'd be paid as much as professional athletes. Students, turn around, find your parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, anyone that helped you on your journey. Thank them. Blow them a kiss. I'm talking about now. Wave. Let them know how much you appreciate their support. You would not be here without them. And thank you, parents. And don't worry, parents. I know for a fact your kids still need you, even though they don't know it. I keep a whereabouts of my kids on the Find Your Friend app, available on the App Store. And finally, to the graduates of the class of 2017, congratulations to all of you. You have worked so hard to make it here today and should be so proud of yourselves. Now it's time to start one of the most uncertain yet thrilling times of your life. Your parents in Monmouth have prepared you for this moment, but it's up to you to make your life what you want it to be. Are you still with me? I'm here today to talk to you about my career and how I became an entrepreneur by accident. I want to give you some advice for you to take charge of your own life and career.
I want to help you become the entrepreneur of your life. It's up to you to make your life what you want it to be. Entrepreneur, it's a hard one. It means a person who organizes a business with considerable initiative and risk. First, initiative. Initiative is the action of just doing it. It's making that first effort, that extra effort, not following the crowd and rules effort. Whatever it is, it's moving forward with an action, not waiting, not pondering, just going for it. Now, risk is exposing yourself to danger, harm, or loss. It means being aware of your fear, embracing your fear, really considering the consequences, but making that important decision to act, to take charge. I take initiative and risks a lot. When I was asked to give this speech, I immediately agreed. Then I realized, yikes, this is a big deal. What if I'm bad? No, what if I bomb? I'm sure I'll hear about it later on Twitter, you guys. I'm watching. But I jumped in head first, as I always do, and I said yes, without even considering the consequences. I took the risk. So what did I do? I Googled best commencement speeches. I watched speeches by Steve Jobs, Jon Stewart, and Oprah, all three really great ones, but that was really dumb. All it did is terrify me. So then I realized, okay, I'm best when I'm just myself. So here goes. If nothing else, I hope you remember at least one of the 4 things I'm going to talk to you about. Number 1, be yourself. Number 2, have no fear. Number 3, be nice. And number 4, learn balance. So here's my story with some advice for you thrown in. My story is one of constantly taking initiatives and some risks. After briefly attending 2 colleges, I announced to my mother I wanted to drop out. I found college really boring. She said, absolutely not. I said, Mom, I really don't like school. And she said, forget about school. If today was your birthday, you could do anything you want. What would you do? Bless you. This question changed my life. I answered immediately, I'd go to the department store and play with makeup. Well, then that's what you should do. You should find a school that has that. That made sense to me, even though I didn't even know if that was possible. Through research and asking a lot of questions and some luck, never discount luck. It really does make a difference. I found Emerson College in Boston. At Emerson College, I was able to create a major in theatrical makeup. I realized I could make my own rules sometimes, and I kind of liked it. This, for me, was the first step in becoming an entrepreneur. I just didn't know it. At Emerson, I loved school for the first time in my life. I immersed myself into everything makeup-related. In film class, I organized scripts around the makeup I wanted to do. I did makeup for the plays, TV, anything and everything. I had a great experience, just like I hope your experience at Monmouth was. Then I graduated, and I was sitting exactly where you are today, not knowing a clue what I was going to do, not having a job, and not having a career path. So what did I do? I got a job waitressing. I highly recommend it so you could pay your bills. And you'll be a good tipper, and you will also know to be nice to people. But then I did that for a year, and I thought, okay, it's time. I've got to go to New York City if I want to follow my career path. So I moved to New York, not knowing a soul, without any contacts, and taking a risk. I got a tiny apartment in the West Village with help from my dad. Thanks, Dad, again. I printed business cards. I did everything I could think of to break into the business. Nothing was beneath me. I was determined. I opened up the Yellow Pages, which is old school for Google, and started cold calling anyone I found in my field. I called modeling agencies who connected me to the new model board and arranged photo shoots in exchange for pictures. I called up the Makeup Artists Union, who quickly told me that if you were not legacy or born into the union, it will take 10 years to get in. Well, that wasn't going to work. So I called fashion magazines, photographers, and went to see anyone who agreed to see me. I quickly came to the realization that this was not going to be easy. Then one day I was reading a magazine, and there was a story about a well-known freelance makeup artist who worked with all the top designers and photographers. Whoa, I wanted to be her. I wanted to work for her. At least I wanted to meet her. So what did I do? I called 411. I got her phone number, and I left a message and said, I'm here, and I would love to work for you for free. She never called me back, but on her answering voicemail was a message that said, if I'm out of town, call my agent. So I called him up and asked if I could see him. He agreed to see me. I showed up with my portfolio of makeup work I had done in college, which was pretty unprofessional. It didn't impress him, but I was nice and persistent, and he offered to help. My enthusiasm and naivete must have gotten to him. He began calling me to assist and eventually replace his makeup artists who called in sick or were unavailable for jobs. I took a big risk, and it was starting to pay off. What's the risk? It's always the same, for me, for you, for anybody. We risk failing by doing things out of our comfort zone, of being embarrassed, of embarrassing ourselves, or any of the above. The agent could have laughed at me, rejected me, or just hung up. But only by being fearless and doing scary things can we grow and advance. I took jobs I had no experience in. When asked if I knew how to do hair, I said yes. I did not. I embellished. I quickly ran to the drugstore and bought hair supplies, and boy, was I relieved when the model showed up with a pixie haircut. See, luck. I never did that again. Slowly, my freelance career began to take off. I started to get a lot of callbacks for jobs. I got my own agent, and I was on my way. It took me 7 years to land the big prize, doing makeup on Naomi Campbell for the cover of Vogue. I had a real career, and I thought I had made it. I was getting a reputation for the unmade-up, natural makeup look. Nude skin, healthy outdoors looks was my specialty. The rest of the industry hadn't caught up yet. Other makeup artists were still painting models and completely contouring their faces. I hate contour people. My style was to enhance rather than cover up. But the problem was that the products sold in department stores were awful. I had to fix every single thing I bought. Everything was artificial, was pink, and just didn't match anyone's skin. It was not easy to get the natural look I wanted. Then one day at a shoot, I met a chemist. I asked him if he could make me a lipstick that looked like the natural tone of my lips. He said yes, and made me the color of my lips. I loved it. But I realized that all women have different color lips, some pinker, some deeper, so we made those colors too. But I knew that sometimes women also liked other options, reds, pinks, and oranges, so I started making brown-based versions that made them more wearable, and everyone loved them. I started selling them to friends, models, and fashion insiders. I didn't know that I was actually starting a company or the beginning of building a global brand. I didn't know how to do either of those things. I certainly didn't have a business in education or the wherewithal to hire branding or marketing consultants. I don't even think I knew what they did. All I had was a simple idea for 10 color lipsticks that I wanted but couldn't find anywhere. I didn't know and really didn't care if anyone else liked them. I loved them and certainly didn't know that this was considered revolutionary. What I did know, that I had a strong opinion and I was confident in myself. This was initiative, I just didn't know it. I called these 10 colors Bobbi Brown Essentials and began mailing them out of my house. Eventually, an editor wrote about them in Glamour magazine. Who knew that was called PR? We got bombarded with orders. At the time, my husband was in law school, and we had a new baby at home, plus I was still commuting to New York for shoots. Somehow, I'm not sure how, I managed to balance all of these things. And now my little idea had led to a business. Then one day at a party, I met a woman who was a cosmetics buyer for Bergdorf Goodman, a store I never was able to shop in, a little expensive at the time. I took the initiative right then and there and pitched her my idea of 10 brown-based lipsticks created by a working makeup artist. The store committed to purchasing them, and we had to scale up quickly to fulfill this order. We took a risk. If we failed, we would lose all the money we had, but we were willing to take this risk. We launched the 10 lipsticks at Bergdorf Goodman in 1991. on a table in the middle of the busy iconic department store. We were hoping to sell 100 the first month, but we sold 100 the first day. It was only then that I began to believe that this was a real thing, a real company. We slowly added other products one at a time until we had a full line. Other stores came calling, and we expanded distribution and grew quickly. After just 4 years, we were the #1 line in both Bergdorf Goodman and Neiman Marcus. And that got us the attention of Estee Lauder. And after a lot of back and forth, we sold the company, and I remained on with creative control. This was by far our biggest risk. To sell the baby we created and believed in, what if they ruined it? But I took the chance and the cash and quickly had to figure out how to be both an entrepreneur and work within a big corporation. It was an exciting time growing the brand. Even though I didn't own it anymore, I acted as though I did. I began to expand my message. It was not only about makeup, but my philosophy of empowering women to feel good about themselves. I took risks and created my own outlets. I became the beauty editor of the NBC Today Show for 14 years, only after I met the grandmother of the executive producer, Jeff Zucker. Years later, I met Marissa Meyer from Yahoo and pitched her the idea of being the beauty editor-in-chief, combining my love for storytelling and content creation with skills I learned at the Today Show. I created a digital beauty magazine, but I had no clue what I was doing, which both excited me and terrified me. What did I know about running a magazine? What if I ruined my name? What if it bombs? I once again jumped in, and it was awesome. I got to interview everyone from Jennifer Aniston, Michael Strahan, to John Legend, Selena Gomez, and Olivia Munn. Again, it took both initiative and risk, but I learned a ton. I also pitched Elvis Duran to be the lifestyle editor on his nationally syndicated radio show. He said, "Why not?" So all of these things were a huge part of creating awareness and spreading my message of empowerment, self-esteem, and confidence for the Bobbi Brown Cosmetics brand. I loved creating products, working with my creative team, and training my artists. I mostly loved coming up with new ideas to keep things interesting and growing. I started a blog for the brand and pushed doing things differently and not conforming. As the company grew, it got more difficult to move at the speed I liked, and I was ready for a change. I stayed with the company for 21 years. That's a long time for an entrepreneur, even an accidental one, to work for someone else. It was time to take my biggest risk yet. I left Bobbi Brown Cosmetics, my brand, my name, and my team last October. But now what? I'm not really sure, and I like it. I feel like I'm sitting where you guys are again. My 3 boys are grown almost. I just turned 60. I can barely believe it. I'm wide-eyed and optimistic like I was when I first moved to New York. I didn't know that I was about to begin a revolution back then, but I'm hoping and planning on doing it again. In the last 6 months, by taking the initiative to reach out to people and taking the risk of the unknown, I've jumped into a few creative endeavors. I've just launched my 9th book called Beauty from the Inside Out, which talks about beauty starting from within, and what you put in your body is even more important than what you put on your face. It started a new wellness platform for me. I also launched a concept lifestyle shop with Lord & Taylor after pitching my friend who owns the company. Another crazy risk in my life, but I asked myself, why not? The same question came up when the rapper Flo Rida called my name and asked me to dance on stage. I took the risk of embarrassing myself and my 3 children, but I said, why not? So if you zoned out over that story, come back to me so I could tell you about those last 4 things I hope you'll remember when creating the life you want. Number 1, be yourself. Know yourself and be confident in yourself. Confidence is the key. Do what makes you happy. Try not to be forced into career or job choices because of anyone else's expectations of you. Number 2, have no fear. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. That's how you learn. Take the risk. Be courageous enough not to get discouraged. Be brave and take chances. Be nice. Now that sounds boring and trite, but it might be the most important one. Be nice, sincerely, to everyone. not just to people you think you need for career advancement or friendship. Do it for others, but most importantly, do it for yourself. You'll feel better about the person you see in the mirror every day. And last, learn balance. Work hard, but work smart. Pay attention to your health. Breathe. Do the things that bring you joy. Try to work in a place that makes you happy. Your work culture is key. Don't forget about your family and friends. I have always put my family first, and I expect that people who work for me do the same. I have 3 kids. I've been married to the most wonderful man on earth for 28 years. I have tried to prioritize my family, and it's really worth it. And one last thing, everybody, you got this. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. Thanks for those words of inspiration and for everything you do in terms of advocating for women and others. And also, I was surprised to learn that we've been married for so long, because my wife tells me I'm the greatest man on earth, so obviously there's a problem here, but we'll talk later. It's showtime. We now come to the conferral of degrees, the primary reason for which we are gathered here today. Degrees will be awarded individually to students with candidates called to the platform by school. I first recognize the shortest dean, Dr. Robin Mama, Dean of the School of Social Work.
Thank you, President Dimena. President Dimena, on behalf of the faculty of Monmouth University, I am proud to present to you the candidates from the School of Social Work for the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. They have satisfied all requirements as prescribed by the faculty of Monmouth University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey, upon recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Social Work with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized?
Allison Brutka. Harvey David Cottrell II. Melanie Brema Doe. Carlin Euleni Espinal. Miranda Rose Farfalla. Fenny M. Flicker. Emily Ann Gantz. Sarah Elizabeth Gomez. Allison Beatrice Gonzalez. Samantha May Hammond. Cassie Helene Helwig. Alexa Brooke Horowitz. Emily Ann Krakowski. Lauren Ashley McMahon. Shannon Marina Newby. Kristen Marie Neves. Erin Mackenzie Noon. Omega Lynette Randleman. Madeline Ann Remshifsky. Stephanie Ann Sabatini. Alexa Francine Scarpacci. Katie Lee Smaldone. Rachel Hannah Tallhammer. Carly Michelle Drill. Dominique Amira Wilson. Megan Link. Danielle L. Witz.
I now recognize the Dean with the best mustache, Dr. John Henning, Dean of the School of Education.
President DeMena, on behalf of the faculty of Monmouth University, I present to you the candidates from the School of Education for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. They have satisfied all requirements as prescribed by the faculty of Monmouth University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, I confer upon you the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized?
Tara Marie Alderossi. Madeline Frances Arechi. Rachel Dana Armis. Michelle Rose Bachetta. Victoria N. Blank. Sarah Jordan Bresky. Laura Elizabeth Bukowski. Brittany Lynn Bird. Kelsey R. Serwinski. Emily Johanna Christensen. Haley Tyler Connell. Candace Mulaney Delfator. Jessica L. Duda. Kelsey Rose English. Alyssa Ann Ercoloni. Lauren Catherine Francis. Sarah Catherine Gerstein. Julie Ann Green. Amanda Rose Garino. Gabriela Maria Guerrera. Rebecca Lauren Harrington. Alice Elizabeth Hart. Stephanie M. Huff. Alexandra Lynn Jasinski. Matthew George Jordan. Kim Alexis Calick. Kanisha Verneth Kelly. Erin Alyssa Kenny. Cameron Lauren Klein. Alexandra Megan Creasow. Sarah M. Lewis. Amanda Lisi. Kelly Rose Lobes. Caitlin Alexandra Lyons. Ryan Elizabeth Malinowski. Alexa Nicole Masari. Megan Elizabeth McDermott. Kimberly Faith McKinnon. Lauren Joyce Menduki. Jessica Lee Mensel. Brianna Marie Migliazza. Courtney Ann Matola. Lauren Roxana Mrazek. Margaret Maureen O'Connor. Lauren Michelle Palladino. Emily Patricia Pascali. Heather Lynn Paculi. Jessica Lynn Porter. Maggie Lee Preston. Jamie Brooke Richer. Molly Elizabeth Schaller. Samantha Anna Silvestri. Carly Ann Till. Megan Catherine Wheeler. Ashley Elizabeth Warnington.
I recognize Dr. Janet Mahoney, Dean of the Marjorie K. Unterberg School of Nursing and Health Studies.
Okay. President DeMena, on behalf of the faculty of Monmouth University, I present to you the candidates from the Marjorie K. Unterberg School of Nursing and Health Studies for the degree of Bachelor's of Science. They have satisfied all requirements as prescribed by the faculty of Monmouth University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of New Jersey, upon recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized?
Brandon B. Anthony. Edward Robert Bowder. Wilson Bonilla Jr. Jacqueline Burzo. Matthew Lawrence Camarado. Kristen Taylor Catalano. Angelica Marie Childinsky. Casey Joan Kroback. Erin Marie Comiskey. Caitlin Ashley Crowler. Kayla Rose Devaney. Rain Didakowski. Kevin Joseph Edgeworth. Kagan Lawrence Ellis. Caress Fenton. Cassidy L. Ford. Mario Anthony Fergali III. Lauren Elizabeth Freed. James John Gerard. Nicholas Joseph Giamo. Ashley Nicole Grenger. Madeline Grace Grieve. Amber Nicole Griffin. Michael Hallowich. Kristen Lee Harger. Kendra L. Harrington. Danny O. Holland Jr. Caitlin Rose Jones. Nikki Ann Karras. Amanda Michelle Lipkin. Michael Christopher Lasasso. Christy Ann Mahan. Brandon Tyler McCarthy. Alyssa M. McGinn. Alexis Marie McTamney. Peyton Michael Minnick. Dante A. Muse. Brittany Ann Nace. Bradley Charles Nijimian. Akudente Abafemi. Jacqueline Elizabeth O'Leary. Andrea Lynn Olson. Colin Edward Patterson. Ryan Michael Patterson. Mackenzie June Peed. Hunter Lynn Poser. Anna Quirk. Caitlin Marie Reth. Gabrielle Nicole Salvaggio. Tyler Joseph Sankey. Matthew John Shunky. Daniel Shea. Julie Marie Spracklin. Nisha Sukia. Madeline Rosie Taveras. Carly Thompson. Marvelyn Nicole Tiziani. Emily Rose Tao. The Tui Tran. Daniela Villeman. Samantha Rachel Zabarski.
I now recognize Dr. Stephen Backrack, Dean of the School of Science.
President Demena, on behalf of the faculty of Monmouth University, I present to you the candidates from the School of Science for the degree of Bachelor of Science. They have satisfied all requirements as prescribed by the faculty of Monmouth University.
There we go. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized?
Kelly Abadi. Austin David Alcott. Stephen Ryan Anderson. Desiree Tamara Anderson. Assad Arif. Nicole Michelle Armstrong. Jessica Ann Ball. Andrew Zachary Barnes. Faith Leonari Blamon. Ty Robert Blazier. Cash Robert Blyer. Monica Babadia. Jason Michael Boynton. Elishua S. Brown. Taylor Campos. Kawi Rashid Carmack. Danielle Marie Compitello. Stephanie Angela Cornick. Nicholas Andrew Corrado. Haley Ann Coughlin. Christina Marie Colmoni. Brian Joseph Cusack. Monica Margaret Dennis. Tejal Deshpande. Kiera Raylan Detwiller. Philip William DeMarco. Alyssa A. DeRay. Robert Anthony Erhard. Brielle Alexandra Forstoffer. Marie Elizabeth Ferda. Chiomi Nawa Gabrielle. Brianna S. Gaiaram. Gabriella A. Gerber. Samantha L. Giordano. Alina Godoskova. Veronica Marie Granite. Alexandria Noel Grazioso. Christina Michelle Garino. Gabriel Ryan Hemminghouse. Olivia May Higson. Hannah Sierra Hilbrand. Jamie Francis Heimelreich. Erin Nicole Hoig. Jonathan Mario Hyacinth. Christopher Allen Horton. Mohammed Jaffrey. Faraz Jamal. Grady Francis Jenkins. Darius Antoine Jenkins. Kristen Elise Jeske. Kylie Ray Johnson. Andrew H. Kaczynski. Sorry, bud. David Nicholas Walker. Richard Eric Canson Jr. Sydney Nicole Lavin. Darnell Jamar Leslie. Giuseppe Carlo Licata. Casey Lee Little. Maria Ana Lucido. Kenneth Michael Magner. Amy Lynn McGuire. Bridget Noel McCormick. Cameron Samuel McMath. Paul Vincent Maselli. Madison Randall Miller. Morgan Nicole Mingle. Matthew Stephen Mirabella. Christine Eva Milnerark. Mark Philip Mollet. Robert Vincent Maltabano Jr. Caitlin Marie Murator. James Patrick O'Donnell. Calliope F. O'Shea. Marissa R. Paolella. Curtis Michael Parker. Priyol Patel. Payel Patel. Connor Richard Power. Christian A. Rebello. Nicholas Jason Raheem Roach. Kristen Marie Rogers Erickson. Sarah Elizabeth Rosenfeld. Michael I. Sagan II. Karina Caitlin Saucedo. Michelle Sawchell. Julia Elizabeth Schroff. Nicholas Frank Shalero. Hannah Rose Sisti. Kara Alicia Schneider. Ariba Sohel. Hope Elizabeth Sonner. Stephanie M. Sparacino. Jake Stabile. Jessica Marie Stanton. Samantha J. Stepner. Colin Paul Darwin Stewart. Giuseppe Stramunioli. Kayla Rose Sullivan. Haley Elizabeth Sullivan. Harry Eduardo Tornegra. Georgia Silvana Torres. Jennifer Lynn Ermston. Danielle Liza Valdez. Christina Maria Vargas. Charlotte Ash Von Hoffman. Lindsay M. Weber. Tony Zangrelli.
There is some truth to the rumor that the next dean didn't grow his beard until I came back as president, but I now recognize Dean Don Molliver, Dean of the Leon Hess Business School.
President Demena, on behalf of the faculty of Monmouth University, I present to you the candidates from the Leon Hess Business School for the degree of Bachelor of Science. They have satisfied all the requirements as prescribed by the faculty of Monmouth University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized?
Daniel James Achera. Angelo Carlos Adamo. Lauren Elizabeth Alexander. Lauren Nicole Ali. Mukunda Aladi. Omar Alsaman. Miguel Aves. Mariah Nicole Anderson. Justin Andrews. Andrea Lucia Alvarado Ucles. Adriana Armendariz Racalde. Andrew Ashraf Atala. Taylor Backer. Christian John Bader. Ryan J. Bailey. Anthony Frank Barbario. Rachel Ann Baker. Jessica Kristen Binks. Shane Robert Bowden. Brianne Boyle. Joseph Douglas Brown. Alex Blake Berger. Kevin Jamal Butler. William Dean Carlock. Taylor John Carson. Nicholas Giovanni Caruso. Nicholas Casula. Elizabeth Castellano. Jose Fernando Castro Velasquez. Brittany Lynn Chapman. Caitlin Cartier. Guanlong Chen. Matthew Choi. Anthony John Cipriani. Justin Michael Cittadino. McKenna Noel Coakley. Tyler John Colonelli. Michael Henriquez Costa. Ashley Carolyn Cross. Rosario Davi. Kyle Austin DiCapua. Luciana De Grande. Dylan Michael DeJohn. Tara Elizabeth DeJoy. David Alexander DePola. Ashini Desai. Alexander William D'Esposito. Vincent Edward DeVita. Frank DeGangi. Christina Marie DiGiacomo. Joseph John Dillon. Bianca Marie DeLusto. Brandon Michael DeStallo. John Hall Dixon Jr. Haley Alyssa Drucker. Joseph Martin Dwyer. Robert Michael Iwanas. Kevin Andrew Fabiano. Jesse Damian Fonte. Jacqueline Fariso. Thomas Anthony Feza Jr. Shem Philippek Jr. Caitlin Jane File. Robert Charles Fisher. Jalen Arnold Gadsden. Nicholas John Gareffa. Tiana Monet Garner. Ethan Zachary Godsda. Salvatore Raphael Generoso. Lexi Caitlin George. Alexander Joseph Gary. Tyrell Marcus Gibbs. James Randall Gillespie. Baxter Douglas Gilmore. Kenneth Joseph Genefra. Gabriella Greco. Joseph Sigmund Grembowitz. Tiana Marie Gaglaria. Jeff Gee. Ariel Guzman. Kevin Eugene Hopoja. Lance Hall Jr. Richard Thomas Halpin. Maggie A. Hanlon. Briar Carol Hawkins. Tiffany Lucy Haitayan. Charlie Marie Hess. Tyler Nelson Haywitt. Layla Hajazi. Michael Austin Indrakovic. Jennifer Lynn Injegno. Antoinette Sekanebi. Rachel Michelle Ivanicki. Emma Kate Johansson. Cody Wolf Johnson. Maria Nicole Camvisis. Benny Kanzler. Ashley Kapoor. Kendall Nicole Kaufman. Michael James Kellert. Greg Kensington Jr. Alexis Savannah Knowles. Casey Kohut. Carly Ann Komsky. Kylie Ann Kovacs. Stephen C. Crone. Joseph F. Kolka. Michael LaFace. Alex Lamberti. Grant Todd Lamberton. Michael John Langen. Emily Nicole Legowski. Stephanie Leo. Kevin Edward Lester Jr. Shannon Elizabeth Lindquist. Kelly Ann Link. Iris Anellis Luna. Wahab Malik. Jordan Malley. Brian Michael Mangione. Allison Rose Mayoli. Kevin George Mara. Austin Thomas Marcellino. Samantha Ann Morella. George Francis Martin III. Salvatore Paul Mastrogello. Monica Matazzi. Michael Matz. Carly McAlpin DeRosa. Zachary Charles McDermott. Megan McCowett. Alyssa McGivney. Michael Timothy McGuire. Matthew John Mila. Stephanie Merlis. Nicole Marie Meyer. Matthew Ryan Miller. Christina Erin Mitchell. Aaron John Montanez. Jolie Montez. Dakota Tyler Morris. Michael Kevin Morse. Timothy Mott III. Olivia Hope Manafo. Michael Owen Murphy. Patrick Anthony Naparano. Gregory Vincent Nardiello. Hannah Najafi. Melissa Nichols. Joseph Gregory Nieves. Gregory Charles Nowak. Andrew O'Connor. Ryan Christopher Pally. Samantha Deborah Palumbo. Vanessa Anita Pellegrino. Elizabeth Perkel. James Petroselli. Jessica Lynn Pinto. Diana Voila Plavitis. Taylor Marie Pook. Haley Post. Kylie Nicole Powell. Jamie Lisa Pravada. Samantha Lynn Ravashir. Rihanna Michelle Ray. Dror Raffelli. Bradley Ryan Rhodes. Jonathan Brian Rodriguez. Amy Catherine Rosenwig. Annabella Noel Ross. Ryan Patrick Rush. Samantha Mary Rosano. Melody Lynn Samuels. Carly Michelle Sane. Vincent Sarro. Thomas Justin Savona. Robert Sawyer. Angelo Steven Scapagecchio. Heather Nicole Shinwine. Gerard David Scalafani. John Bonato. Ashney Shaw. Lena Sherelle Shareski. Zareen Schweb. Leslie Erin Smith. Megan Ashley Smith. Cassie Nicole Steinson. Michael Scott Stigliano. Matthew David Stoneberg. Cassie Anna Sturts. Samantha Paige Smallwood. Nicholas Tarquini. Jenna Marie Tornator. Anthony Alexander Torciello. Emily Noel Townsend. Andrew Traina. Nicole Trotta. Harsha Jojo Tolshi. Nicholas Angelo Valone. Joseph John Varvas. Morgan Vaughn. Melissa Velez. Dylan Anthony Vieira. Erica Noel Vignola. Erica Marie Villa. Joseph Daniel Walaco. Tyler Joseph Wands. Grace Francesca Ward. Brendan Rayborn Wharton. Jeffrey Scott Wilkowski. Austin Robert Zach. Joshua Adam Manning. Matthew Anthony Shahian.
I now recognize Dr. Kenneth Womack, Dean of the Wayne D. McMurray School of Humanities and Social Sciences.
President DeMena, on behalf of the faculty of Monmouth University, I am honored to present to you the candidates from the Wayne D. McMurray School of Humanities and Social Sciences for the degrees of Bachelors of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Fine Arts. They have satisfied all requirements as prescribed by the faculty of Monmouth University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of New Jersey, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, I confer upon you the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Fine Arts, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized?
Ann Acosta. Joseph Casey Affatato. Daniel J. Agan. Matthew B. Alonzo. Darren Lamont Ambush II. Troy Joseph Andretta. Elizabeth Armitage Arbanas. Michael Jean Avedikian. Apollo Hamdi Awad. Amanda L. Ains. Abigail Catherine Baker. Sarah Jessica Baker. Michelle Claire Banco. Samantha Ann Barnett. Matthew J. Basalato. Zachary Samuel Bales. John Robert Baisley. Michael Benedetto IV. Anna Y. Blaine. Brian Timothy Blauvelt. Alexandria Nicole Bleich. Nicole Helen Bondura. Lindsay A. Botts. Christopher Gerard Brady. Stephanie M. Brady. Kellen Patrick Brennan. John Lawrence Brown. Gianna Marie Brusella. Heather Alexandra Birch. Leanne Marie Burns. Asia Daima Bird. Julianne Calvano. Taylor Nicole Campbell. Natalie Gabrielle Candela. Thomas Candelaro. Dakota Lee Canta. Midnet Convande. Nicole Marie Cappuccino. John Henry Carbone. Samantha Alicia Carretta. Joe A. Casali. Catherine Elizabeth Castle. Lakeith Brian Celestine. Brendan M. Serta. Levon Dominic Cheney. Margaret Mary Checkton. Monica Joan Chopatini. Daniela Maria Clementi. Maria Augustina Cocos. Joseph Charles Coderio. Faustine Alexis Cofield. Danielle J. Cohen. Tara Coleman. Manuel L. Colon Jr. Joseph Michael Colonia Jr. Marshall Godfrey Conklin. Vincent Leonard Cotino. Lennon Magdalena Cooper. Katrina Alexandra Cordova. Marissa A. Cornford. David Allen Corsentino. Anthony Vito Cosentino. Meredith Elizabeth Courtney. Kelly Crescitello. Gina Marie Kroll. Michael Scott Cugno. Jenna Louise Cup. Kelly Ann Curry. Dominic Edward D'Agostino. Margaret Lee Daly. Brittany Marie D'Annunzio. Robert Patrick Davies. Erica Lee Davis. Courtney Lee Davis. Danielle Lynn DeFazio. Ashley Nicole Delvecchio. Nicole Marie DeSarno. Jody DiVasestro. Marina Gloria DeStasi Gray. Christopher Thomas Doheny. Madison Giselle Dorn. Vartika S. Dugba. Amanda Lee Drennan. Hunter G. Drewer. Nia Ashane Driver. Elizabeth Grace Dunn. Christian Patrick Durham. Jacqueline Kavanaugh Duvali. Vincent Joseph Espinosa. Zachary Charles Fama. Hunter Michael Farman. Kelly Hannah Faxon. Stephen Anthony Philippone. Christina Eileen Fisher. Matthew Tyler Fountain. Brian Matthew Foy. Thomas James Foy. Liam Ward Frank. Zachariah Frank. Jason Albert Frank. Taylor Ann Friziola. Christopher Anthony Gattano. Kelly Galeta. Ryan Patrick Gallagher. Daniel E. Garofano. Nicole Jessica Girardi. Jacqueline Lee Giacalone. Gabriel Nicole Gillen. Brianna Nicole Golden. Brendan Connor Grieve. Eric's Peter Grinvalds. John Michael Guth. Patrick Salvatore Hall. Nicholas Matthew Halper. Jesse Rose Halprin. David Timothy Hamph. Casey Erin Hanna. Eric Hansen. Sierra M. Harris. Kristen Nicole Harrison. Ryan C. Henry. Tiffany Lynn Hill. Waskar Alberto Holgan. Jalan A. Hornbeek. Dylan Robert Hosky. Melanie Christine Huff. Victoria Lynn Howe. Graham Vincent Cornelius Huggins Philosoph. Rebecca Angel Hunt. Joshua Ahmad James. Vanessa Jaramillo. Jacqueline Victoria Johncheck. Alana Rachel Iskowitz. Zachary Ethan Carvelis. William Thomas Kavanaugh. Hey, buddy. Good job. Clinton Michael Keeney. Ashley M. Kelsey. Kimberly Catherine Klinger. Christopher Robert Kogan. Samantha Marie Kosensky. Kayla Marie Kraft. Allison Elizabeth Kramer. Sandra Renee Kretschmann. Helena Kurt. Sabrina Rondi Cavallo. Noelle Marie Lab. Daniel A. Lake. Morgan Ann Lallavie. Claudia Marie Lamarca. Nicholas Matthew Lamandola. Candice Ann Lembo. Alex Morgan Lennon. Janaya Catherine Lewinsky. Jessica I. Lima. Amanda Lee Lopes. Joseph Anthony Lozito IV. Alexa Blake Luzzy. Amanda M. Lee. Julianne Taylor Magnan. Rafaela Maller. Maxime Maltzoff. Vanessa Ray Mariano. Nicholas John Marrero. Dwayne Charles Martin Jr. Claire Anna Maurer. Amanda Marie Morrow. Kaylee Elaine Mazza. Ginger Lynn McCutcheon. Sean McDonough. Caitlin Lee McGuire. Jamila Abdul Qadir McMillan. Christopher Melione. Nicholas M. Mercogliano. Natalie Deanne Merlot. Brianna Kristen Merriman. Nat Corinne Miller. Amanda Joy Minardi. Courtney Joelle Minavera. Callie Van Wallendal. Courtney Eileen Moore. Ashley Nicole Morris. Nicole Marie Morocco. Dylan James Morrow. Jennifer Susan Murphy. Hey, Lauren Elizabeth Neese. Olson. Fallon Erica Olson. Omer. Jessica Lynn Omer. Oken. Justin David Oken. Kelly Arlene Orcott. Michael James Osborne. Tansy. Shannon Tansy Otten. Anthony Stephen Papetti. Perini. Allison Mary Perini. Brianna Patricia Piazza. Casey Lee Pierno. Jessica Catherine Pinelli. Taylor Rose Pavano. Salvatore Papalillo III. Thais B. Purvis. Hunter Donald Reynes. Sadie Lisette Ramos. How are you? Angela Olivia Ramos. Randone. Joseph I. Randone. Carly Autumn Reel. Justin Devon Robinson. So well. So well. Yasmin Solel Rodriguez. Anne Marie Rollwood.
Hey, Corey.
Corey Robert Romanetz.
Romanowski.
Danielle Marie Romanowski. Matthew Roger Rose. Sarah Claire Rose. Marissa Nicole Rotondo. Daniel Joseph Rudd. Ryan Christopher Russo. Angela Faith Ryan. Monica Sophia Santos. Danielle Shapani.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Antonio Scotto D. Clemente. Jennifer Lynn Shelley. Landon Jake Solinsky. Craig Michael Smith. Daniel James Smith.
Hey, buddy.
John J. Source IV. Joseph Edward Sullivan. Crystal Jocelyn Serrani.
Hey,
Tony Lynn Toronto. Brett James Tarleton. Robert Keith Taylor. Juliana Marie Thomas. Melissa Ashley Thomas. Carly Ann Teege. Zachary Austin Tillman. Richard Patrick Todd. Alicia Ann Torello.
Toto.
Matthew Joseph Toto.
Hey, buddy. Good job.
Michael Patrick Trapasso.
Hey, Case.
Casey Daniel Troutwine. Victor Daniel Vargas Cruz. Aditi S. Vast.
Vieira.
Christian Eric Vieira. Alyssa Visoni. Cody D. Waldron.
Hey, Colin.
Colin William Webb. Shanoa Lee Ann Wendell. Alexis Kara Wentworth. Elliot James Wilson. Christopher Thomas Walcott. Victoria Ann Wright. Aisha Kansu Yasis. Nicholas Matthew Zaccario.
Hey,
Angela Amelia Zangari. Jennifer Ray Lally. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, proud families, proud faculty members, behold the graduates of the class of 2017. Congratulations, class of 2017. All graduates and their guests are invited to return to campus for picture taking in the Erlinger Gardens and Wilson Hall. Please stand now and join in the singing of the alma mater. The words are printed in your programs, and we will be led in song by the Monmouth University Chamber Choir. After the alma mater, please remain standing in your places as Reverend Devereaux offers the benediction and the platform party and faculty have processed out.
Soaring from the Jersey shore upon the wind, our wings unfurled. High above the oceans soar the blue hawks rise to meet the world. Growing with each generation, forming ties that will remain. Forging through our life's foundation with each goal that we obtain. Soaring from the Jersey shore upon the wind, our wings unfurled. High above the oceans roar the blue hawks rise to meet the world.
Congratulations. Again, let us look to the Lord in prayer. Gracious God, we thank you for what our eyes have seen and our ears have heard on this day of commencement. For, O Lord, as these men and women depart this day as alumni, I pray that you guard and protect them. Grant them employment and allow them to walk boldly into a bright future. Bless this next generation of leaders with critical thinking and compassion in word and in deed. For the graduate that has yet to decide what they want to do, I ask you, God, to help them find their true calling and give them the ability to persevere to obtain their highest goals. Give them assurance in the days to come that you know the plans that you have for each one of them, plans for their well-being, to prosper them and not to harm them, to give them a future filled with hope and an expected end. Give their family and friends the strength to celebrate the passing of a milestone in their lives. Guide them so that they may know love and success in whatever they do after graduation. Watch over our graduates and keep everyone safe as they go their separate ways tonight to graduation parties. Students, now alumni, may God's blessings follow you as you find new journeys to travel. May you walk safely along the pathways of your dreams. May his gentle hand guide the decisions you will make and the passions that you follow. May your heart and lives always reflect God's love and truth, and may hope be a light within you that you carry into each new day. Amen.